Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Mario Cruz. I'm the drainage engineer for the city of McAllen. Thank you for joining us today to mark the completion of several projects that we've recently completed here with serving the area and the neighborhoods. Specifically, the North 8th at Camellia and North 12th at Gardenia Drainage Improvements project, as well as the Bicentennial Blueline Drainage Improvements project. I'd like to begin today's event by acknowledging our honored guests here that have joined us. Please join me in welcoming Commissioner Sebi Haddad, representing District 5. From our City Manager's Office, Roy Rodriguez, City Manager. Our Assistant City Manager, Michelle Rivera. From our friends at the Chamber of Commerce, Annette Franz. Ambassador Steve Brooks. And the rest of our staff, thank you very much for joining us. The projects before you today were funded under our 2018 bond and our drainage utility fee program. They consisted of upgrades to local storm sewer systems serving the area, our local neighborhoods, as well as large-scale improvements to our regional system as a whole. Before I provide you with a brief background of each project, I'd like to invite Commissioner Haddad say a few words.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here. As always, these drainage projects are always a major team effort between us, our county partners, our engineering department, our engineering partners as well, who provide great services to these communities. Today we're here obviously celebrating the completion of 3 projects that are part of the 2018 bond. I'm very proud of these projects. Part of these affect a lot of District 5, a lot of this area, and so it's great to be able to provide this type of relief to this area and give people the comfort and peace in the nearby homes that they won't have to worry about flooding as much as they had to before. We still have a tremendous amount of projects that were being worked on, and we look forward to providing these great services to our city. I'm sure the city manager will have a little more detail on what was completed here, but thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Commissioner. I'd like to have Roy come up and also share a few thoughts.
Good morning. Another beautiful morning here in McAllen. Wind's about to shift to the north, so we're gonna feel good. So that's all good. I'm actually going to let Mario talk about the details of the project, but I do want to thank him. We have a tremendous amount of work going on in the city of McAllen, so I really want to extend my thanks to Mario and his staff and our city engineer, Eduardo, who couldn't make it today. I've got him in Houston working on something else, believe it or not. But it is a really special day. I mean, we've got so much work going on that we're having the ribbon cutting for 3 projects, as Sebi said. You know, we could have one every week if we chose to, but we've got so much work going on that we thought it was appropriate to put them together. You know, in McAllen, we take great pride in a lot of things, but at the top of that priority list is always public safety and quality of life. And we realize that we cannot have quality of life if we don't have proper infrastructure. And that starts with drainage. You know, we have seen some phenomenons going on the last few years that maybe we've not seen before, not in that kind of repetition and severity. And so, you know, I always want to thank the City Commission for taking on these projects, because it's their name that are carried when we do the projects. And it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money. It was a lot of innovation by the staff to do it in a way that impacts our citizens the least. But in the end, again, if we don't have the proper infrastructure, especially drainage, then we can't enjoy the beautiful city that we love. So I'm very proud of today. We're going to continue to work very hard for the next several years to ensure that we do what we promised our community, and that's to make us better than ever. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Roy. The successful completion of these projects represents a culmination of countless hours and many hands working together, and only a fraction of the personnel that you see here before you today. I'd like to extend a special thanks to our mayor, city commission, city management for their foresight and their support in moving these projects from what was just a concept to the actual constructed final product that you see today. The North 8 at Camellia Drainage Improvements project consisted of upgrading nearly 700 linear feet of existing storm sewer and included several upgrades to catch basins as well. Similarly, the North 12th at Gardenia Avenue project introduced roughly 1,300 linear feet of new storm sewer. The La Vista Avenue bridge replacement is one of 4 programmed with the Bicentennial Blueline bridge improvements projects. But regardless of the scale or the complexity of each project, they all focus on, and I'll reiterate what Roy was mentioning, on just improvements to the built environment to benefit our residents and visitors alike. We'd like to now acknowledge the respective engineers of record for these projects. I think I see faces out there, so just kind of raise your hand there. I got Cruz-Hogan Consultants, who was our engineer of record on the Camellia project. Sames Inc., that was our engineer on the Gardenia project. And lastly, Half Associates, which is our engineer of record on our La Vista project, as well as the Bicentennial Blueline improvements there. And of course, we'd like to acknowledge each construction company that was responsible for putting everything out in the field, from paper to putting everything out in the ground. We have with us today Texas Cordia Construction. They were our contractor in charge of the Gardenia project. RBM Contractors. They handled the project down the street here at 8th and Camellia, and Go Underground, which is our, Go Underground, oh, there we are, Go Underground, which is our construction contractor on the La Vista projects and the remaining bridge improvement projects out there. So additionally, we'd like to recognize our energy department staff who provided construction, inspection, and administration services for these projects, and then all the other projects we have moving forward. Finally, thank you to the park staff, office communications, engineering staff, and our friends at the Chamber of Commerce for their assistance in putting this ceremony together. Again, thank you everyone for taking the time to join us this morning. I'll now ask the Chamber representatives to assist me in closing today's event with the formal ribbon cutting. So thank you everyone.
2 and 3.
Cut! Woo!